guys, happy Monday. How is everyone? I'm just making a fizz stick while we wait for people to hop on. Okay. Say hi when you guys hop on. Let me know how you are. All of the things. And we'll be good. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a fizz because I haven't had one yet today. If you're wondering why my nose is so red, it's not sunburn. It is a clogged pore. And I'm gonna have to do a facial later, but that's a later problem, not a right now problem. Remedying my waning energy for the day is a right now problem though. Hello, hello. Okay, so we're doing all 18-piece makeup kit stuff today. I'm gonna go in with our Arbonne Primer. What's really cool about this primer, hopefully you can see it, is that the primer level is right up to here. When you're using our primer, the bottom of the level comes up so you can see exactly how much product you have left so that you're not, it's right there, so that you're not guessing and you don't run out right away. Hi, Joe. Hi, Angela. So you just dose it with one pump. You know, that's another great thing. The other primer I used to wear, you had to squeeze it out of a tube and it was difficult to know if you were dosing it correctly. So I do like the pump structure a little bit better. All right, makeup primer. I put this everywhere, my eyelids, my under eyes, the whole thing. Hi, Jane. Hi, Megan. Is it hot in your area? Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I think it's 100 today, and that's really hot for here. Usually it gets up to like the 90s, but it's not normally above 90. But it was 100 yesterday, and it's 100 today, and it's so humid, so it feels even hotter than that. Needless to say, we're inside today doing laundry and all that kind of stuff. All right, so we're doing all 18-piece makeup kit stuff today. So I'm gonna use one product that doesn't come in the 18-piece kit, which is the refreshing spray. I use it at the end to set my makeup. So I will make a note of that when we get there, just so you know. It's a great add-on product though. I think everybody should use a setting spray. And that's all I have to say about that. How is it where you are, Jane? Is it super hot too? Okay, we're going in with Perfecting Liquid Foundation in the shade Honey Beige. This is an SPF 15 makeup. I always dose it on the back of my hand. You can see that it's kind of running down my hand. It's a water weight foundation, so it's pretty loose, I would say. And then you blend it out and it's not gonna give you that cakey, sort of annoyingly obvious makeup look that nobody needs. Nobody needs that heat. The reason that I do this, as opposed to just squirting it on my face like you see a lot of other people do their makeup, I find that I put too much makeup on when I do that. And then not only does it become difficult for me to blend it out, but it's also more evident that I'm wearing makeup when I do that. So I try to put as little on as possible. Keeping makeup on the face with high 90s is a challenge. Thank goodness for Arbonne spray. Absolutely. I could not agree more. In fact, yesterday I wanted to do a video. I did my TikTok video, and then we went to a friend's to swim. And when I got home, my makeup was all still in place. So it really is about using the products in the right ways and then setting them up with powders and sprays just to make sure they don't move. Hi, Tabitha. Hi, Sarah. All right, so this is just a clean Eco Tool sponge. I get this at Target. You can get them on Amazon, Walmart. I can't ever find them in CVS, so don't look there. This is the large size. There's an extra large size, but I think it's way too big. And I wash it with hot water and hand soap before I use it every time because I like a little bit of moisture in the sponge. It helps blend everything out nicely. But beyond that, it makes it really, really squishy. And it's just easier to manipulate your face with a squishier one as opposed to a more firm sponge. Hi, Nicole. All right, so we're blending this out. And if you need to get color matched, all you have to do is send me a selfie in front of a window. Make sure you get your neck in the picture. That way I can see if you self-tan or anything. I can get you kind of closer to where you need to be so your neck and your face aren't two different colors. But just send me a selfie and I can color match you for everything in the kit. So this video today is for my friend Meg, who just got her kit on Saturday, and she told me that she does not know how to apply bronzer and blush. So I said, okay, no problem. I will use my 18-piece makeup kit and we will do this together. So Meg, I hope this helps. All right, liquid foundation is all blended in. It doesn't look cakey or crusty or like I'm wearing somebody else's skin. That to me was one of the biggest reasons that I switched from what I was doing before to Arbonne, was that I felt like I looked more like myself. And not that that's like a make or break, but I just felt like I was kind of coming back down to earth from where I had been. All right, so let's go in and we're gonna do a little bit of bronzer now because I wanna conceal after I do bronzer. I find that I was concealing first and bronzing second, but my bronzer was getting a little bit, creeping a little bit up too much on my cheekbone, and I didn't love that. So I'm now concealing after bronzing. You didn't need to know all that backstory. I like to talk to people, and right now we're locked in the house, so you're my friends. All right, so when I do bronzer, I used to use a brush like that. Hi, Carly. Long and thin. I felt that it fit into the crease. So when you pucker your lips like that, you see that area that you want to hit with the bronzer. It's kind of like measuring from the top of your ear down to the corner of your mouth is right underneath your cheekbone. This is the area that you want to get with your bronzer. However, this was kind of spreading it all out a little too thick. So then I switched to one of these two brushes. This is an Expert Face brush from Real Techniques, and I have no idea. I think this is an It Cosmetics like powder brush or foundation brush or something. So these were a little bit smaller and allowed me to get into that crease without kind of blending it out too much. So I tend to go with the Real Techniques Expert Face brush when I'm doing bronzer. Hi, Andrea. So that's what we're gonna go with today so that we can be a little more precise. All right, so I add a little bit of bronzer. I kind of tap it off into the mirror, and then I always blend up towards my hairline because you don't want to deposit a ton of product right here where it's going to get muddy. So I blend up and into my hairline. Start with a very little bit, and you can always add more if you want to, but it's harder to blend it out and take it away when you go too heavy. But you can just see just with that first pass that this side of my face, you notice my cheekbone more than over here. And part of that is because we washed out the planes of our face when we did our foundation and covered everything up. But adding a little bit of dimension is definitely helpful. Just sculpting in your look. All right. So we're gonna blend this out a little bit more with a big powder brush, but I'm just gonna go all over the areas of my face that I add bronzer to. So I add bronzer up here to my hairline. And depending on your face shape, you're gonna wanna blend this on different areas or go heavier in certain areas than you do in others. Hi, Crystal. Laura, so enjoy your makeup application videos. I'm an Arbonne IC in Canada. I'd love to share your video with my clients if you're comfortable with me using your fantastic videos. Thanks, Megan. Absolutely, Lori, no problem. Hi, Gloria. All right, so depending on your face shape, you're going to want to blend out your bronzer in different areas. If you have a larger forehead, you go a little bit heavier on the bronzer up here. If you have a small forehead, then you go very light on it just so that you don't kind of cut it off. But just kind of doing this 3 shape here is going to cut your face up, make it look a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, structured. So I always do my jawline. I think my jaw is probably the best makeup hack I can give you, especially if you're doing family photos. Go in the jawline. It's gonna look like if you ever had a double chin, that you don't know who that is. She's not coming out for the pictures. She wasn't invited. All right, and then I'm gonna take, where's my concealer brush? I'm gonna take and put bronzer down the sides of my nose. I'm gonna sort of attach it to my eyebrow and just blend right down the side. And then we're gonna go in with concealer and setting powder afterwards and sort of sculpt out our nose a little bit more. I've been very into nose contour and figuring out how to do it better. That's a weird thing to be into, but this is where we're at. This is life right now. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my big fluffy powder brush. This has nothing on it. And I just kind of dust my bronzed areas to make sure that it doesn't look like they just appear out of nowhere and that they look a little bit softer. If you like a really harsh contour, I'm not gonna tell you not to do it. Do whatever you like on yourself. Makeup is not one size fits all at all. So obviously if you need to go back at any point and touch up your bronzer, you can. That's the beauty of makeup. All right, I'm gonna go in with concealer right now. I'm using the shade Light. Usually I use the shade Fair because it's really, really bright and I love a bright under eye, but I just kind of wanted a very casual look today. So we don't need to go level 100. All right, so this is a liquid concealer. It's rather thick, so you don't wanna put too much on because then you're gonna notice when you blend it out how much you put on, and that's when you have issues with it caking and creasing and all of that stuff, which nobody needs. I go all the way up like this because it helps me to create a sort of lifted look on my face. I'm gonna do my forehead, under my nose, on my chin, and over my jawline, just like this. And I also like to kind of come down a little bit here and do my smile lines. This is a Kim Kardashian trick. And it just kind of lifts your whole face up and makes it look leaner and more sculpted. So I did that using one dip of the concealer. I always try to go as lightweight on the concealer as possible because for me, I notice that it's the first thing I don't like about my makeup look. It just looks really heavy and sort of overly obvious, and that's not good for anybody. Hi, Sonia. All right, so back to that Eco Tool sponge. I'm gonna take the short flat side. This is another reason that a damp sponge comes in so handy. It blends your concealer out with minimal effort. So I'm just gonna go underneath this and kind of grab that and lift it right up in that eye well. And it just kind of creates this lifted, picked up look as compared to the shadow of the concealer down here. And this is the reason I do the concealer second, is so I can edit back if I went like way too heavy-handed on anything. And I just press in, I don't wipe. You don't wanna wipe. You just wanna press and kind of tap. And that moisture will do the trick with the sponge in blending everything out. I also put a little bit of concealer. I'm actually gonna put a touch more. A little bit of concealer on the sides of my nose. And that's gonna help me to contour my nose in. I have like a bump up there. I have a strong Eastern European nose. Not that I don't like it, it's just that it's not one of those little tiny doll noses that you see a lot of people sculpt their noses down to, which is fine. But it's always been a challenge of mine. I love those people that can literally shapeshift with makeup. It's such a talent. Okay. And blend down. And just taking that concealer and blending down and brightening the sides of your nose kind of cuts it in half visually. Okay. And then I'm just going to lightly take the edge on this long side and blend the line down the center. All right, blend it out. All right, I'm gonna go in with Setting Pretty translucent setting powder. This is only available right now in the 18-piece makeup kit because it is being reformulated and will be relaunched in September. So if you get the 18-piece makeup kit, you will be getting the setting powder. If you want a setting powder and you're not getting the 18-piece makeup kit, I am recommending to all my clients to get the Redness Rescue mattifying powder. If you have oily skin or if you have red skin, like it would have been perfect on my blemish on the center of my nose today. It's fabulous because it's got a green undertone to it. You can see how it picks up the green when I put this next to it, and green cancels red. So it's a really great product to have. I need a little fizz. Okay, so translucent powder. Let's talk translucent powder. Why do I love it? You don't need to be color matched for it. It goes over everything and sets it for the day. It's a super finely milled powder, and ours is amazing because it's got like a little bit of like a mineral sheen to it. So you look a little bit glowy and very refreshed, but it's gonna set your creams and your liquids so that they don't move when your skin heats up or as it gets more humid or hot out. Just kind of protects your makeup, a little insurance for your makeup all day, but it also brightens your skin a little bit. So in a very natural way. So I'm gonna go on, I'll go in with my sponge. I'm gonna go in with my sponge and I just add a little bit on the short flat crease side. And you wanna put as little makeup as possible on your under eyes because it is the thinnest part of your entire body, the thinnest skin on your body. And it's gonna be the first thing that creases. So go as light as possible. Hi, Jessica. Okay, over here. Do the same thing. Down my nose, and we're just putting it on all the areas that we highlighted with that concealer. It also smells like cake batter, which I do not have a problem with that. All right, let's go in and do eyebrows. I always do my brows before I do my eye makeup only because it helps me to see the structure of my face a little bit better. When you fill in your brows, they get heavier and thicker, they frame your face better, and you can find that you don't need quite as much eye makeup when the structure of your face is a little bit more prominent. You don't really look washed out in that case. Hi, Jessica. So we're gonna go in with, I'm using our Shape It Up Brow Pencil in the shade medium and our brow cream in light medium today. So I do brow pencil first. And the first thing I do is just brush my brows up. Wow, they have to get trimmed again. My Skin Elixir makes my brows grow so stinking fast, it's unreal. All right, so I just draw a line from the bottom inside corner all the way to the tail, just like that. And then on the top, I start slightly inward. And then I grab the arch and I fill in the arch to the tail fully. And then the front, I just go very light and I use the brush spoolie on the end to comb everything up and over. So look at the difference just between filling it in with a little bit of pencil. It looks fuller, my eye looks a little bit more awake over here. I will complete this with the brow cream so you can kind of see the full look of it. So this is like a mascara for your brows. If you have long, wiry brows that are a little unruly, they kind of go all over the place, this is a perfect product for you. Or if you just like a very natural brow and you don't have a ton of brow hairs and you want to make the ones that you do have stand out a little bit more, go with the brow gel. It's amazing. We have it in clear and we also have it in the light medium and the medium dark. I kind of transfer back and forth between the medium dark and light medium depending on my mood. But look at the difference. Just so much more oomph, you know? All right, let's go make a twin brow over here. I know that they're supposed to be sisters and not twins, but I respectfully disagree with that. Another little trick is I grab the little baby hairs that exist right above my brow arch. It helps me to create a more defined arch, but not give me like a fake looking arch. because it's still got hair on it. Okay, front, and then we're going to blend up. I'm OCD. I have to put everything away or else I don't know which cap goes to what. It drives me nuts. Just a little factoid about me. All right, back to my light medium brow cream. And okay. Fantastic. All right, so I am going to use sort of a wild card eyebrow pencil today. I'm going to use this green one in the shade Sage. I love it. It makes the green of my eyes pop out a little bit more. I also love it with brown eyes. So I'm going to go and put this on first so that when I blend my eyeshadow over the top of it, it kind of all smudges together. It doesn't look green until you get up on top of it. From far away, it's just going to look darker, like a brown or a black, but up on top, you will be able to see that it is green. Hi, Linda. All right, so I'm just going to smudge this right into my lash line. And it's like, it's not as bright as this would have you believe. It's almost like a forest green. Trust me, I'm not a colored eyeshadow girl, but the little bit of green that exists in this really brings out the green in my eyes. And on the inside, I do go on the interior, right in the corner. Hi, Kate. I make the edges, I don't really make them a wing, but I make them thicker than the inside, and that kind of like draws my eye out, makes them look a little more exotic. You know, exotic for doing laundry and taking care of kids. That's where we're at in life. All right, so I'm going in with the It's All in the Eyes Volume 2 palette today. This has more of like the soft gem colors. I love both of these products, Volume 1 and Volume 2, and Cherry Blossom for that matter. But we're gonna go in with 2 today because I thought it would look pretty with my new pink shirt. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Marble, which is kind of this soft tan color, and I'm gonna blend that all over my lid and up to my brow bone. And just kind of neutralize everything. And then I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush and let's go in with the shade. Should we do it? Should we do Sapphire? I'm kind of feeling Sapphire. Let's go in with it. We're doing color today. I'm gonna go in with the shade Sapphire. It's gorgeous, like, it's kind of got a little metallic in it, but it's like a navy color. Hi, Christy. And we're gonna blend that into just the crease of our eye, starting from the outside corner. I keep my eye open so that I can really feel for that well. And I just kind of do this windshield wiper motion back and forth. I put a very, very, very little amount of product on though, because you want to blend it out in increments so you don't end up with a ton of product and nowhere for it to go. That's the worst. It's hard to dial that back. Look at what a great smoky look that is though. Okay. Again, this is the shade Sapphire in the All in the Eyes Volume 2 palette. It's like a kind of a grayish color on. Got that charcoal look to it. All right, so before I add anything else, I'm gonna go in with a big fluffy eyeshadow brush that's got nothing on it. And I'm just gonna blend out the edge here. I hate when there's a ton of pigment that just feels like it's got nowhere to go. So I just kind of ruffle its feathers up and it seems to diffuse it pretty nicely. All right. Whoops. and then we're gonna go in with the shade Prism, this pink, because it reminds me of my shirt. I'm gonna put it on this flat brush, and I'm just going to lightly place it on the inside corner of my eye and gently fan it out onto my lid. And just kind of open that up. I would have been fine without it in retrospect, but you know, why not? It would be great to do a cut crease with this and put like a little bit of concealer on this eye part on your lid so that this appeared even more. I don't know what's going on downstairs, but there's definitely some kind of commotion. How fun for me. All right. Oh, fudge. All right, we're going in with Speaks Volume Mascara. This is by far my favorite, hands down, mascara ever because it leaves my lashes really full and fluffy and long without looking like they all come to one of 4 points because it grabs too much mascara or too much lashes and binds them together. That is a pet peeve of mine. I like really fluffy, full lashes. So you just want to grab the inside lashes, make sure you give them a good coat. And I do 2 coats of mascara. I don't know if you can hear my children right now, but we better hurry up is all I'm saying. Okay. So the first coat is great. The second coat really sets them off and kind of gives them a false lash look. Oh my God. I'm afraid for what lays downstairs for me when I get there. Okay. Second coat. Honestly, guys, this is the best mascara. It's also hypoallergenic. If you have really sensitive eyes like I do, I cannot use a variety of products on my face or my eyes for very good reason. Basically, my eyes get itchy and watery and red. I haven't had a single issue since I switched to Arbonne because everything is hypoallergenic, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, non-GMO. Arbonne bans over 2,000 different chemicals that the other American FDA allows, which is just bananas to me. All right, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of translucent setting powder right underneath. Really make sure that we're nice and bright. Clean up that edge a little bit even. Why not? All right, so blush. I'm gonna go with the shade Dusty Rose today. People have asked me where you put your blush. I have definitely played around with multiple different areas for my blush. One of the things I don't like on my face, because I have a very round face, is when I come too far forward with my blush and it lands here, because then I look like I'm about to take the stage at a high school play and it looks very amateur hour. So I was watching TikTok and one of the suggestions on there was that you start your blush from the center of your eye backwards and stay right on your cheekbone. I've been doing that lately and I like the way my makeup looks even better. So that's what we're gonna do today. Blushes, super highly pigmented, so I just tap it in once and there's enough pigment on there for me to go forward with my makeup. So I'm just gonna do this little tapping motion, stamp it right on my cheekbone above that bronzer, and I'm trying to stay from the center of my eye back. And then you get the color. You can always smudge it out a little bit further if you want to, but I find that taking the lion's share of it and putting it back here gives your face a nice fresh glow that blush is supposed to do, without it making look like amateur hour. And obviously you can concentrate it wherever you want. You can put as much on as you want. I just try to put a little bit on just for that glow. All right, let's do lips now. So with the 18-piece makeup kit, you get a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Peach in our lip gloss right now, or our lip liner. This is my favorite nude. You don't really see it show up on your lips like a color. It more or less just defines your lips and keeps your lipstick in place all day. So I overline slightly in the center on the top and bottom. This is like your $20 lip injection. Okay, and then on the sides, I tailor it right back up into the corner. And there it is. So you can see what I'm talking about. It's not like a dark color. My other favorite shade to do this in is an eyeliner called Morel. It just gives you, it finishes off your lips if you are looking for a fuller lip, or you're looking to correct some asymmetry, or you just want your makeup to stay in place better all day. The waxy border around that you put with a lip liner is going to help that exponentially. All right, I'm using lipstick in the shade Lily. Gorgeous, like shimmery kind of pink. Super hydrating too. One of my favorite parts about these lipsticks. I hate a dry lipstick. And then I'm gonna finish it off with one of my favorite lip glosses in the shade Willow. It's kind of a browner pink, and I'm here for it. Uh-oh. Mom, I'm hungry. That's what this is gonna be. Hello. You're hungry.
Oh, I'm hangry.
Oh, you're hangry. That means you're hungry and angry?
No.
Oh. So what do you want for lunch?
No.
All right, well, think about it, and then I'll be down in a minute to help you. Hi, Nicole. All right, so I'm going with a little bit of our concealer. You want a peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah.
I can do that. All right, I'm going with the shade Light Concealer, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and dust it right into the... Huh? Mina is?
Yeah.
I'm placing it right in the center of my lip. And it makes your lips look a little bit more pouty, because we all know I'm here for a big lip moment. All right, final step. This is the one item that I use, and that's not part of the 18-piece makeup kit. I told you I would tell you when it was coming up. This is our Let It Set Refreshing Spray. It is totally clean, not gonna make your skin react or your eyes itch. It basically takes all the powders that you used, makes them look really glowy and dewy. And it seals your makeup in for the whole day. Who doesn't want that? So that's how you get your makeup to stay when it's 100 degrees out. You feel me? You feel me? All right, let's see if I can do something with this hair, which thank God it's short right now for summer, because holy mackerel, that would be a doozy. So any questions you guys have, you can always send me a message or comment on a video or what have you, and I can get right back to you. I'm always happy to color match people and all of that type of stuff. I know sometimes it's hard to look at a website and decide what skin tone goes best with what you're doing, or if you're trying to make your otherwise pink skin look more neutral. I got you. Just tell me what your goals are, what your skin is like, and I can definitely help you out with anything like that. That's why I spend so much time doing this. It helps me understand how to help other people better. All right, so I'm gonna finish this. I will take a selfie and I will list all the products that I used today. And then if you guys want to shop, you can go along that link and find the colors that I used. Everything that I used today should be in stock, and it all comes in the 18-piece makeup kit. The translucent setting powder is only available right now as a kit purchase though. So just keep that in mind. All right, a couple more curls and we'll be Gucci. What the heck was that, Dill? You were jumping on the bed. My freshly made bed?
Oh.
Oh. What a slap in the face of taking care of your home, right, Dill? Yeah. And we do it again. All right, guys, I am going to hop off, take a photo, make a peanut butter and jelly. If you have any questions and you want to pick up anything, I have a few more free gifts left for anybody getting the 30 Days Healthy Living Bundle or the 18-piece makeup kit. Right now, it is free preferred customer sign-on this month. So all you have to do is shoot me over a message. I can do the whole order for you and include a free gift from Arbonne, a free gift from me, and 20 to 40% off everything on the website for a full year with free shipping, free gifts, all the good stuff. So with that, I will be back on tomorrow afternoon. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.